Recording in progress.
By Archimedean property, what will happen? For every real number, there exists a natural number. There is, you can call M belongs to N, such that this real number is less than M. 1 upon X is less than M. That is, 1 upon M is less than X. Okay. So, by Archimedean property, what happens? There is a natural number M such that 1 upon M is less than X. But by hypothesis, X is less than 1 upon N for all N. Okay, so let me write on the next page here. But by hypothesis, X is less than 1 upon N for all natural numbers. Okay, so in particular, M is one of the natural number, so X is less than 1 upon M. Okay, so we get a contradiction, that is X is less than 1 upon M, and here 1 upon M is greater than 1 upon M is less than X. Right, so this is contradiction. This is okay. Now why this contradiction arises? Because we have assumed that X is greater than 0. So this assumption, whatever the assumption we are making, X is greater than 0 is wrong one. So X is not equal to, X is not greater than 0. So X is not greater than 0. That means X is less than or equal to 0 and X not equal to, X is not greater than 0. So only the possibility is that X is 0. Right. Hence, X is equal to 0. Very simple. X is 0. Okay. Second example. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, your first internal exams will start, no? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for that, the portion will be of till today's, means till Archimedean property. For my part, means a bounded set, supremum, infimum, and Archimedean property. So for paper 1, my part, you can ask Ajay sir, or Ajay sir might have told you how much the portion from his part. कितने पार्ट के आपके क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे और कितने 10 MCQs will be there, and you have to attend those 10 MCQs in 30 minutes. Instruction, you might have received the instructions from exam committee. If y is greater than 0, so what I want to tell you, still Archimedean property means still today the portion will be there for first internal. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What you have to do, just you have to go through the propositions, statement propositions कि क्या है Archimedean property, क्या है order completeness axiom, क्या है, सब जो हमने propositions देखे हैं उसके सिर्फ statement आपको याद रखना है. The MCQs will be based on those things only, not calculations. If y is positive real number, then show that there exists natural number n such that 1 upon 2 raised to n is less than y. Okay, so very easy again. The Archimedean property. It is given y is positive. Since y is greater than 0, 1 upon y is real number. Then by Archimedean property, there is real number which is greater, there is natural number which is greater than 1 upon y. There is n belongs to n such that 1 upon y is less than n. Okay. Also, n is less than 2 raised to n for all n. N is strictly less than 2 raised to n. You can take n equal to 1. 1 is less than 2 raised to 1. N equal to 2. 2 is less than 2 raised to 2. N equal to 3. 3 is less than 2 raised to 3, and so on. Okay. So that happened. So in general, you can make the statement n is less than 2 raised to n. Okay. So this 1 upon y is less than n, n is less than 2 raised to n. Okay. Thus, or let me write like this, then 1 upon y is less than n is less than 2 raised to n. Okay. That is, mute yourself. Somebody is unmuted. That is 1 upon y is less than 2 raised to n. ओके, यहाँ पे 2 raised to n चाहिए, m लिखा है ना, n लिया है ना. Okay. So dividing both sides by 2 raised to n and multiply by 2, multiply by y. That is 1 upon 2 raised to n is less than y. Hence, so there exists a natural number n such that 1 upon 2 raised to n is less than y. Hence the proof. Very simple. The properties are, the examples are very simple based on Archimedean property. Okay. Next example. If a, b are real number such that a is less than or equal to b plus 1 upon n for all natural number, then a equal to b. Then show that a is less equal b. See the things, if we see the statement, then it looks quite simple, quite obvious. For any real number, if a and b are real numbers such that this happens for all natural numbers, means for all natural numbers, for n equal to 1, means 1 upon 1, 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, and so on. We should show that A is less than or equal to B. Okay. To show that A is less than or equal to B, we will go by proof by contradiction. Okay, so that means we assume A is greater than B, then what will happen? Okay, so let me write, if possible, suppose A is greater than B. Okay. Then now since A is greater than B, so from this subtracting B from all, you'll get 0 is less than A minus B, because B is less than A, is less than 1 upon n for all natural number. Okay, so this happens. Okay, so A minus B is strictly positive real number. Since A minus B is greater than 0, 1 upon A minus B will be real number. A minus B is positive real number, so 1 upon A minus B will be real number. Okay, so we can apply the Archimedean property for this one. Okay, so by Archimedean property, AP stands for Archimedean property. There exists natural number M, you can call M, belongs to N, such that one upon M is less than A minus B. Directly I am writing this, skipping one step. Okay, but by hypothesis we have this one, A minus B is strictly less than 1 upon N for all N, right? By assumption. Okay. By hypothesis, A minus B is less than 1 upon N for all N. Okay. In particular, A minus B is less than 1 upon M, because M is one of the natural number. This holds for all natural number. So A minus B is less than 1 upon M, and here 1 upon M is less than A minus B. So this is contradiction. This is contradiction. Now why this contradiction arises? Because of this assumption. Because we have assumed A is greater than B. Hence we have this assumption is not correct, and A is not greater than B. That means A is less than or equal to B. A is less than or equal to B. So very simple. Just क्या करना है, जो प्रूव करना है उसका अपोजिट एज्यूम करना है, एंड यू हैव टू अप्लाई आर्किमिडीयन प्रॉपर्टी. दैट्स ऑल. Okay. Next one is few more examples. Let A, X, Y be real numbers such that A is less than or equal to X is less than or equal to A plus Y upon N for all natural numbers N. Then prove that X is equal to A. Okay. A, X, Y are real numbers such that they satisfies this inequality. That is, A is less than or equal to X is less than or equal to A plus 1 upon Y for all natural numbers. And we have to prove that X is equal to A. Okay. To prove that X is equal to A, we assume X is not equal to A and we'll see what happens. If possible, assume that X is not equal to A. Then, by hypothesis, X is not equal to A. So that means you can subtract A from all this. We subtract A here, we'll get 0 is less than or equal to X minus A is less than or equal to Y upon N. Okay. So that means strictly greater than strictly आएगा क्योंकि X is not equal to A. Oh. Therefore, so X is not equal to A, that means X minus A is not equal to 0. So that means it is positive. Therefore, X minus A is greater than 0. Now, this is a positive real number. So 1 upon X minus A will be defined. So it is positive real number, and Y is also real number. This implies now Y is real number, so Y can be 0, can be negative, but X minus A is positive. So you put at the denominator, and this is real number. So Y upon X minus A is real number. Okay. So by Archimedean property, what will happen? There exists natural number n which is greater than the real number. Such that Y upon X minus A is less than n. Okay. That is, you can shift X minus A on that side and n here. That is, Y upon n is less than X minus A. Okay. Y upon n is less than X minus A, and here by assumption X minus A is less than or equal to Y. So यहाँ पे Y upon n greater हो गया, यहाँ पे smaller हो गया. So this is contradiction. This is contradiction. Okay. And why this contradiction arises? Because we assume X is not equal to A. Hence, we must have X is not equal to A is not correct. That is X equal to A. X is equal to A. Very simple. To show that X equal to A, X not equal to A use किया है and Archimedean property use किया है. That's all. Nothing else. So one more example. What is that? Let us take one real number. If A is real number such that mod A is less than 1 upon n for all n, then show that A is nothing but equal to 0. Okay, is any real number such that mod a is strictly less than 1 upon n for all natural number n. देखो, for all natural number n means n equal to 1 के लिए 1 upon 1, mod a is less than 1, n equal to 2, mod a is less than 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4, means mod a is less than 1 upon 10, 1 upon 11, all means all natural numbers. Then this a is nothing but 0. Okay, so ये prove करना है. Proof is very simple. Let me do the proof on the next page so that you can. Okay, to show that a is equal to 0, what we will assume a is not equal to 0, and we'll see what will happen. Suppose a is not equal to 0. Then mod a is greater than 0. So by Archimedean property, there exists natural number n such that one upon n is less than mod a. This is contradiction. Contradiction to the assumption, because assumption क्या है, mod a is less than 1 upon n for all n. और यहाँ पे एक ऐसा natural number मिल रहा है, you can take m, it doesn't matter, which is contradiction. Hence, this assumption is wrong. That is, a is not equal to 0 is wrong, and we must have a is equal to 0. Okay.
हेलो सर. सर ये कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन है सर, पता कैसे चलता है?
ये कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन देखो ना, ये क्या है, 1 upon n, मतलब 1 upon n is less than mod a, राइट? ऐसा एक नेचुरल नंबर मिला जो सच दैट जिसके लिए ये सेटिस्फाई होगा, मतलब जिसका रेसिप्रोकल mod a से स्मॉलर है. ओके, और एजम्पशन में क्या है, एजम्पशन हमने क्या लिया है, mod a is less than 1 upon n for all n. मतलब हमने लिया है mod a is less than 1 upon n for all n. ये assumption है. ओके, और ये हमें एक स्टेप मिला यहाँ पे. सो देखो, assumption हमने क्या किया है, mod a is less than 1 upon n for all natural numbers. इन सारे natural numbers के मतलब 1 upon a is less than 1 upon 1, mod a is less than 1 upon 2, mod a is less than 1 upon 3, mod a is less than 1 upon 4, mod a is less than 1 upon 5, and so on. सारे नेचुरल नंबर्स के रेसिप्रोकल से ये mod a स्मॉलर है. लेकिन आर्किमिडीयन प्रॉपर्टी, लेकिन अगर समझो हमने a नॉट इक्वल टू 0 लिया तो mod a पॉजिटिव रहेगा, क्योंकि mod ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव है, तो ये पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा. सो ये पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा तो यू कैन अप्लाई दी आर्किमिडीयन प्रॉपर्टी. Okay, by Archimedean property there will exist natural number such that this happens. इसका मतलब क्या है, 1 upon mod a is less than n. पॉजिटिव है तो रेसिप्रोकल लेके इसका, तो ऐसा एक नेचुरल बाय आर्किमिडीयन प्रॉपर्टी से एक ऐसा नेचुरल नंबर मिल रहा है. लेकिन हमने एजम्पशन ये किया है और हमें मिला है ये कहां से मिला, आर्किमिडीयन प्रॉपर्टी से. एंड आर्किमिडीयन प्रॉपर्टी इज ट्रू, ये ट्रू है आर्किमिडीयन प्रॉपर्टी. सो ये ट्रू होना चाहिए, और ये एजम्पशन लिया है ये भी ट्रू होना चाहिए. तो दोनों एट ए टाइम कैसे ट्रू हो जाएंगे, मतलब x इज नॉट इक्वल टू a एंड x इज इक्वल टू a, दोनों ट्रू है, ऐसा नहीं होगा ना. सो
नहीं हो सकता सर.
हाँ, तो कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन है. तो क्या कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन है, तो ये जो हमने एजम्पशन करके जो आगे हमने प्रोसीड किया, मतलब if a is not equal to 0 तो ही mod a पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा, और हम आर्किमिडीयन प्रॉपर्टी 1 upon a को अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, 1 upon mod a को. तो आर्किमिडीयन प्रॉपर्टी तो ट्रू है, तो ये जो एजम्पशन हमने किया है वो रॉन्ग है. इसका मतलब a is not equal to 0, a is not equal to 0 is not correct. ये जो हम एज्यूमशन कर रहे हैं ये करेक्ट नहीं है। सो ये करेक्ट नहीं है तो उसका ऑपोजिट क्या हो जाएगा, x इज इक्वल टू a इज इक्वल टू 0। दोनों ऑपोजिट स्टेटमेंट मिल गए तो कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन हो गया। So that in that way you can remember. Okay.
ओके सर,
Yeah, okay.
थैंक यू सर।
Yeah. Okay. So this is all about Archimedean property and some of the application of Archimedean property. So Archimedean property do not stop here only. So there are number of application, as I said in the starting of the Archimedean property while discussing the Archimedean property. The Archimedean property is applicable in number of places in mathematics. Maybe in the second unit in sequences you will see a lot of application, and in unit 3 also, yeah, while discussing the limit of functions in this semester only, and in every semester we are going to use it. So you have to be what I want to say, the Archimedean property, you must remember the Archimedean property. And it's very simple. It's just one line statement. That is, if there is a real number, then there exists a natural number which is greater than that real number. So that's all. That is nothing but Archimedean property. Okay. Now next we will see density property of real numbers. Or sometimes called density of real numbers also, but here we will use density property of R. This is again a quite interesting property. Now, what is that? Before that, we will discuss. So this property is not a single line property. So it has a number of statements. So we will see all those statements in the form of proposition. Okay. First proposition, it is also known as density of rational numbers. Density of rationals. Okay. Now, what is that? Just let me state it. If x and y are any two rational numbers, such that x is less than y. Then there exists a rational number R such that x is less than R is less than y. So that means x and y are rational numbers. So between two rational number, there is another rational number. So in other words, you can write that is any two distinct between any two distinct rational numbers, there exists another rational number. Okay. Proof is very easy, very simple. Okay. So we'll see the proof. It is 3-4 lines proof is there.
सर देयर एग्जिस्ट के बाद में क्या लिखा है सर आपने?
There exists another rational number. There exists another. There exists another rational number, means if x and y are two distinct rational numbers, then एक ऐसा different rational number exist होगा जो which is different from x and y, which lies between x and y. Is given between any two distinct rational numbers, there exists another rational number. This statement okay? Yeah, I will go to the proof. Proof is very nice proof. X and y are two real numbers or rational numbers you can take here, such that x is less than y. Okay, so let me write here. Let x and y be two rational numbers such that x is less than y. Okay. Now, okay. Now, x is less than y. This implies adding y on to this inequalities. To this inequality, right? It is x plus y is less than y plus y. Okay. So this gives x plus y is less than 2y. This is now dividing both side by 2. So 1/2 into x plus y is less than y. Okay. So we got this one. So we can call it as 1. Also, x is less than y. Now here we have added y. Now let us add x and see what will happen. Now x is less than y. This implies x plus x is less than y plus x. Okay, just adding x on both sides. So this gives x plus x is 2x is less than x plus y. This gives, now dividing both sides by 2. X is less than 1/2 x plus y, call it as 2. Okay. So combining 1 and 2, we'll get x is less than 1/2 into x plus y. 1/2 into x plus y is less than y. So I can write combining 1 and 2, we get x is less than 1/2 into x plus y is less than y. Okay. Now x and y are real numbers, so x plus y is also real number or rational number, you can say. X and y are rational numbers, so x plus y is also rational number. 1/2 is a rational number, so this is a rational number. Okay, so this rational number we can call it as R. Let R, we define it as x plus y. We define it as x plus y upon 2. Okay. Which is rational number. Okay, so what happens? X is less than x plus y upon 2 is less than y. So that means between two rational numbers x and y, there exists another rational number x plus y upon 2. Hence, between any two rational numbers, there is another rational number. Another rational number. Okay, very simple. Okay, what we have done here, x is less than y, then there exists r, of course, like this. X belongs to q, y belongs to q, implies there exists r belongs to q, such that x is less than r is less than y, right? X is less than y as in q, right? So between two rational numbers, there is another rational number. That is, x and y are rational numbers, so r is again rational number. Okay. So now take x and r. So the x is rational number, r is also rational number. और ये proposition क्या है? Between two rational number, there is another rational number. Now x and y के बीच में और एक rational number आएगा, जिसको हम बोलेंगे r1. Right? And r और y is also rational number. So इसके बीच में एक भी rational number आएगा, we'll call it as r2. Okay. Let me write like this. थोड़ा elaborate लिखेंगे कि हम ज़्यादा लिखने वाले हैं. X is rational number, r is rational number, y is. X and between two rational number there is another rational number. Okay. So ये proposition हो गया. अभी क्या करेंगे? Take this as rational number. Take this rational number and this rational number. Right? So x is strictly less than y, and both are x is strictly less than r, and x and r are rational numbers. So between two rational number there is another rational number. That rational number we call it as r1. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So x and r का हो गया. अभी r और y, r ये rational number है, y भी rational number है. R is less than y. So that means r and y, they are distinct rational numbers. So between these two rational numbers, there would exist another rational number,
R2.
R2. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now again, what happens? X is rational number, ये भी rational number है, right? So और ये कैसा हो गया? ऐसे हो गया, right? X and R1 are two distinct rational numbers. So again, you apply this one. That is between any two distinct rational numbers. Any two distinct, I should use word. Any two distinct rational numbers, there is another rational number. अभी ये distinct rational number हो गया, तो यहाँ पे और एक rational number आएगा जो इनके बीच में रहेगा. Okay, ये हो गया R3. Now R1 and R are two rational numbers which are distinct. So और एक rational number आएगा R4. R and R2. R is rational number, R2 is also rational number. So between two distinct rational number, there is another rational number, R5 you call. Right? R2 ये भी rational number है, R5 भी rational, R2 rational number है, Y भी rational number है. इसके बीच में और एक rational number आएगा. देखो, originally क्या है? X is given rational number and Y is given rational number. Two distinct X and Y are two given rational numbers. So ये और स्टेटमेंट हमने प्रूव क्या किया है? बिटवीन एनी टू डिस्टिंक्ट रैशनल नंबर देयर इज अनदर रैशनल नंबर, उसके बीच में और एक रैशनल नंबर आएगा. सो वही हम रिपीटेडली अप्लाई करके क्या मिला? बिटवीन टू डिस्टिंक्ट रैशनल नंबर्स x एंड y देयर एग्जिस्ट कितने रैशनल नंबर्स? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 रैशनल नंबर्स मिले. और फिर यू गो ऑन कंटिन्यू दिस. ये कंटिन्यू करते जाएंगे क्योंकि सारे रैशनल नंबर्स हैं एंड सारे डिस्टिंक्ट रैशनल नंबर्स हैं. और हमने प्रोपोजिशन अभी क्या प्रूव किया है? बिटवीन एनी टू डिस्टिंक्ट रैशनल नंबर्स देयर इज अनदर रैशनल नंबर. सो कंटिन्यूइंग दिस प्रोसेस वी गेट or we can conclude that between any two distinct rational numbers, what is that? There are infinitely many rational numbers. यही प्रोसेस कंटिन्यूअसली हम अप्लाई करते गए. So we can put a remark. The application of the above proposition or applying the above proposition repeatedly, ऐसे लिखते हैं. We find that. What do we find that? Between any two distinct rational number, there exists infinitely many rational numbers. We find that between two distinct, any नहीं लिखेंगे, ऐसे लिखेंगे between two distinct rational numbers, there exist or there are infinitely many rational numbers. There are infinitely many rational numbers, and this property, that is this property, ये क्या हो गया? So with this we can say that the set of rational number is dense, and this property of rational number is called density property of rational number. So let me write that statement and we'll stop. Hence, the set of the rational numbers is dense. That is, you take two distinct rational numbers, there is another rational number. So that is, the set of rational number is dense, and this property of Q, that is set of rational number, is called as density of Q. Density property of it's called density property of set of rational numbers. So you should remember that between two distinct rational numbers, there are infinitely many rational numbers. This is density property. Okay, is this okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so I will stop it here.
Recording stopped.
And from tomorrow onwards, you are going to have your first internal examination of at the undergraduate level. It is first year BSc. So I wish all of you very good luck and best wishes are there from my side. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. You can send me in a Telegram group, related to my part. It's, again, I'm repeating. The portion from my part is the bounded sets, supremum infimum, the properties of supremum infimum, ordered completeness axiom, that is supremum property. Every non-empty bounded above subset of R has supremum in R, that property, and Archimedean property. So not this density property. Density property will not be there as a portion for internal examination till Archimedean property and their applications. मतलब मैं थोड़ा पीछे जाता हूँ और आपको बताता हूँ यहाँ तक का portion. यहाँ तक ये डेंसिटी प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ आर लिखा है, उसके पहले तक का पोर्शन रहेगा सिलेबस। फॉर माय पार्ट, फॉर अदर सब्जेक्ट यू
Can you
कैन
repeat again?
आर्किमिडीन प्रॉपर्टी तक जितना पोर्शन है उतना तक आएगा, डेंसिटी प्रॉपर्टी के पहले तक। डेंसिटी प्रॉपर्टी अभी ये लास्ट प्रोपोजिशन देखा ना, ये लास्ट प्रोपोजिशन नहीं रहेगा, उसके पहले वाले सब पार्ट्स आ जाएंगे। मेरा पार्ट फॉर एग्जांपल बाउंडेड सेट्स, प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ बाउंडेड सेट्स, सुप्रीमम इन्फीमम, प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ सुप्रीमम इन्फीमम, आर्किमिडीन प्रॉपर्टी, applications of Archimedean property. That's it. Okay, so we will stop it here, and tomorrow the lecture will not be there. I think the official instruction we have not received. We'll see. Tomorrow exams so will not be there. So we will meet again maybe in the next week. Okay.